Yeah. Ah. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're working on this purple RXT-X that came in just to do an inspection. Not that there's nothing wrong with it. He just went to the Bahamas with this thing. Went over there, came back, everything was good. He said he was hesitating a little bit, but he went and came back. He just wants me to check it because, you know, it is a 21 and it has not that many arrows. It got about 88 arrows on it, but it sits a lot. Going around it, you know, it's not a bad looking jet ski. Of course, it got the... Hate these things. He needs a new one of that. Not a bad jet ski. Well, let's start taking stuff off and let's see what we got. Well, I see a lot of salt there. A lot of sand in here. Look at that. That's crazy. I guess someone had a lot of fun. As far as the engine goes, yes, not the best looking engine, let me tell you. There's a lot going on here. All the paint is coming off. Intercooler. When I pretend I didn't see that. Just kidding. I told him we need to look at the intercooler because it's a 2021 and it's original. He's never had done anything to this jet ski. I have never put a paint in it. It's time. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check out the intercooler. Cane is coming off. And I don't see, well, I see some, every time you see like evidence of water, it's completely dry, but I can see like it's a little white inside, and you can see these swirls like this inside. That means probably there's water in there. And look at that, it's completely rusty. Yeah, that if I have to bet, I say the intercooler is bad. I don't know if we're gonna get any water because I don't know the last time. I'm gonna start it up with the hose like this and see if we have any water. If not, then I have to take it to the ramp and get water circulating to the system and see if it's messed up. Let's start this thing and see what we got. Oh, of course, no fuel. Why would it have fuel? Why? Only taking it to my mechanic. I like people like this that bring it to me empty. What about if I need to go and test ride it? See what we got. Oh, God! Oh! I hear the jet pump. Alright, I don't know if you guys can tell, but that jet pump is shot. It's going... That is the jet pump bad. And obviously... Nah, I'm just kidding. Let me see. Yeah. Saltwater. Nice! Got saltwater in the cooler and through the motor. Can you believe I tasted that? It's okay. Saltwater. Alright, that was a lot of water. In the cooler is definitely bad. We're replacing that. Definitely gonna tell him that he needs to replace the throttle body because all that water going through there, it's only a matter of time and then he's gonna get stranded and he's not gonna have a throttle body. Let's just forget about that. And that's a thing that I tell people too is, look, yes, it's working now, but later you're gonna lose a throttle body, you're not gonna have throttle, I'll be mad. And you're gonna be mad at yourself because when your mechanic told you to replace it, you didn't replace it. And if you have your wife on the back, and she's punching you in the ribs, and she's telling you, you should listen to your mechanic, something like that. Yep. So I'm gonna tell him to replace the throttle body and go from there. I'm not worried about the supercharger because obviously there's 88 hours on it. It looks terrible, but I'm pretty sure that it's good. That's about it. Let's take that out and see what we got. All right. Look at that thing. Ha! It looked like it was in the bottom of the ocean. And of course, 2020 is a year behind, so it's a 21, so it's original. And that's why I knew there was a big possibility that the inaudio was bad because of the years, especially here in South Florida. You get all this. But if you are at north and you don't ride your jet ski on saltwater, all of these parts, all this disaster that you see me putting up in television, that's when you can tell I'm old. In television. If you're in South Florida, definitely listen to the timelines that I give you with all these parts. If you are up north and you never take your jet ski to saltwater, then obviously you're not gonna see any of this stuff. A inaudio should last you over there 5-10 years, but not if you take it to saltwater, and that's something you need to consider. And jet pump, that's another disaster. Let's see what surprises we're gonna find in the jet pump. All right, this is done. We're gonna put a fizzle. It's coming up. Let's take apart the jet pump and see what we got. Surprises, surprises. The owner and I decided not to do the carbon seal because it was okay. Well, things have changed. I almost couldn't get this thing out. And as you can see, the splines are completely rusty. And we come over here and you can't even see splines on this one. Look at that. So the problem with that is that the splines are so rusty that if I put this back together, actually let me go back. The problem is the splines were put together. Let me think about that. The problem is that it was seized together. It was so rusty that it was almost welded together, and I had to beat it up. I mean, I spent like 20 minutes trying to get that thing out. When I got it out, a whole bunch of rust came out. Now the splines are rusty. Once I clean everything and I put it back in, they're gonna wipe out, and we don't want that. So what we're gonna do now is replace the prop, replace the dry shaft, and obviously the carbon seal. Didn't look that bad, but now that I looked at it really closely, it's pretty bad. Look at that. So we are replacing that. Well, let's hope that there's no more surprises. All right, the deal was the owner wanted to have this in some type of budget. And he said, look, I know the carbon seal is not the greatest, but it doesn't leak. It leaks a little bit. I can deal with that. Let's try to do it without doing the carbon seal. Ha! That plan didn't go so well. As soon as I took off the prop, you guys saw what we find out, and now we are kind of forced to do the dry shaft carbon seal. He wants a good job done, so he's either didn't do it or do it. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below and let me know what you would have done if you would have seen that rusty like that and all rusty in the bottom. I don't know, because that's going to add more money to the bill. But where do you draw the line? You want a sink or you want a safe jet ski? He hasn't put any money in this jet ski since 2001. 2001, listen to me. 21. It's a 21. We're in 2025. In South Florida, like I always say, that's about how long they last. Oh well, we'll see what happened. All right, here comes the importance of doing the maintenance where you're supposed to. Took this thing apart, of course, the wearing shot. But look at here where the seals like attached to it, the outside of the seal. Most of the time that part is gone. On this one, it's perfect. It started to have corrosion here where the clip is. If you look at the clip, look at this thing, crazy. But it did not go through. Now we look at the bearing. You see right there how it has, so the water basically didn't come through here, it came through here. You see how it starts peeling off? So it's not sealing anymore. And then, look how black the grease is. It's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look red. And look at this, that's crazy. Yeah, so I'm not gonna use any of this. All brand new, got a brand new shaft right here. And pretty much, that's what they look like, brand new. So the seals can seal. Brand new seals, brand new everything, brand new wearing. Let's see what happened. All right, we went from this to this. Look at this baby. Nice. All right, this is done. let's keep moving. This is the problem by me as a mechanic grabbing jet skis like this. I know I'm gonna have to cut this guy off, but look at the supercharger. I can even move it. Just unbelievable. And here's the 3 bolts. If I hit it with a rubber hammer, it moves a little bit. Move it up. I've been at this for at least 10 minutes. And I can still barely move it with my hand. Interesting, huh? So this is why you have to take care of your jet ski. Oh boy. Give me patience. We'll see what happens. I will win this battle. I will win. All right. I'll tell you guys, I will win. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty.
Oi!
Unbelievable.
I can't believe it.
Just unbelievable.
I can't believe it.
So where it gets stuck is right there. That's why it's important that you use the right grease. Because I noticed if you don't use the right grease, once the engine gets to operating temperature, the grease will melt. And then you don't have any grease. So when the salt water, whatever it is, when you have your carbon seal bath and it's splashing water, when it goes on there, you have grease. And if this doesn't happen, use the right grease. Anyway, this is beyond grease because as you guys can see, this is just unbelievable. This is a 21. Nice guy, really nice guy, but man, let me tell you, look at all the salt crystals in here. And on this side, I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Tell me what you think about this jet ski. And don't use the word junk. Describe it without using it that it's a junk or a piece of crap or whatever it is. Let's not offend the jet ski, because it's not the jet ski's fault. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Wow. All right. Well, let's continue and let's see what happened. And I told you, I win. I will win. You lost. I win. And let's see what happened. And as you can see, look at that. Unbelievable. And the shaft, like I was telling you guys, these splines are all rusty. That's gonna fail. And over here, you see how it's all rotted out and it's all pitted. Completely pitted. All right, so now what we do is we're gonna check and see, very important, if the dry shaft is the same length before you even install it. Not only needs to be from here to here, but the carbon seal where the clip goes, that's very, very important. This distance here. And then 21 and down from here to here is different than the 22 and up. This distance changes, like where the bellow rides right here. So that's little tips so you don't waste your money and your time. All right, let's keep going. Got the waterproof, heat-proof grease on it. It just comes out like this, nice and easy. Next time, got the new shaft in, carbon seal. We're gonna put the bolts in this and then we'll deal with the intercooler. Putting all this stuff back on, and we are almost ready. Oh, well, we gotta change the throttle body. Because that one, it's a little messed up. All right, we got the fizzle intercooler in there. Everything is ready to go. I did check the oil and it's a bit too high. Show you guys. Supposed to be, this is full, 3/4 where I like it, and it's all the way over here. It's just way too much oil. I want to see if he wants to do an oil change, then I do the maintenance on it. Spark plugs, oil filter, oil. If he doesn't want to do it, then I'm going to put it down to the level where I like it and call it a day. Let's call him up and see what he wants to do. All right, so he decided to do the oil change. Good for him. We're going to do the oil change and we'll be done with this ski. All right, so I was changing the filter, put a brand new OEM filter, and then as I was taking this thing, the cap off, this happens. It defeats the purpose. This nut supposed to be all the way over here, so as you turn in this cap just goes up. What happens is when you over tighten this bolt, this nut here gets loose. So don't over tighten it, just you know, don't kill it. And then you have to do this all the time. You got to fix it. Now we got to put that nut all the way to the back. Another thing that is wrong here. They put the little one on the bottom and the big one on the top. It's supposed to be the other way around. Oh well, let's fix it and let's see what happened. Alright guys, so it comes to the end of this video. I hope you guys learned something. That's my goal always, teach you something. And here it is. Turn it on. Of course, no fuel. We turn it on. Look at that, how beautiful that is. No noise. If you guys remember the noise, it was terrible. Nothing, just perfect. And that is the way it's supposed to sound. That's supposed to sound like clink, 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 glong, glong, glong. No. It's supposed to sound just like that. A little clink, clink, clink on the back, but that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Comment down below and let me know what you think about this video. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Just so I can come out with a thumbnail. This is what I do for you guys. When you see me putting up, you know, it's funny that my brain is 20 steps ahead of my mouth. I don't even know how to explain that. All right. Making jokes to myself, laughing about myself. Like I say, it's going, and that's a wrap.